been a great game of footy, the NAB Cup Grand Final for 2006, and it ain't over yet, even though the Crows lead by a pretty handy margin of 13 points. One super goal, 8-14-71. Geelong, two super goals, 6-4-58. Fresh legs are going to play a very important role in this last quarter. Look, there's a sad sight. Cameron Ling hurt that knee, and he's just sitting in the civvies on the bench. How serious it is, we do not know. This is a replay of the incident. Flew for the mark and got a boot from Tyson Edwards, so maybe it's a bruised knee. Hopefully he didn't hurt it when he landed. That probably would be more dangerous. It looks like he did get a knock from Tyson Edwards in mid-air, so hopefully just a bruised knee. As I said, Rod, fresh legs will be important this game.
Yes, and the player to look out for, I think, is Brent Prismal. He was terrific last week. He's certainly got the fresh legs. Ling won't play, of course, but look at the fresh legs for the Adelaide Crows. Tyson Edwards, he's had very limited game time. Now, he is a star, we know that, so I would expect Edwards and Vince to play most of this final quarter. The other three, of course, are the ruckmen who share the rucking responsibilities for the Crows. 43 years since Geelong won a premiership cup of any kind.
Yes, their last flag was in 1963, and they've only ever won one pre-season or night grand final. That was back in 1961. They've lost 9 grand finals day and night since. The Crows, well, they won those back-to-back flags under the tutelage of Malcolm Blight. And they won the pre-season comp in 2003 when they defeated Collingwood. But it has been a long time for Cats fans, long-suffering Cats fans, Hutto.
Yes, Polly Farmer was in the ruck back then. Goggin was roving. Fred Wooler at centre-half forward.
Tony Polinelli on the wing.
It's all a long time ago now. It matters little right now.
Tyson Edwards on for the Crows, playing at half forward.
We start the final term for the NAB Cup Grand Final 2006. Blake and Biglands both missed it. Taken by Goodwin, who had a fantastic third quarter. He's up to 22 disposals for the match. Bowed. Left foot snap. Jericho's got the set. Jericho can't grab it, and the Cats swarm. Pounce, whatever you like, and win the football back. Tenace to Rook. Great defensive work by Geelong. Jericho had a slight moment there, but couldn't make the most of it. Spencer to Bartel. Burns couldn't hang on to it. Try to win it back. Well done. Knights is in there. So is Vince, and we'll have a bounce.
They do take it out of defence particularly well, Geelong. Good composure. And they just couldn't get it further than that wing position after the Burns fumble.
They work it out the back, and again Burns was on his wrong side. Forced to hit and hope to centre-half forward. McGregor standing his ground, and now Knights with Bartel in pursuit, and Burns also stymie him, and we'll see a throw in. And a bit of byplay between a couple of young men of the AFL, pint-sized.
That's what we like to see, Robert.
13 points the margin. Blake and Biglands. There's Vince in there again. Johncock, Edwards. As we mentioned, expect him to play a big role in this last quarter. Perry, as Henschel makes the next lead. Jericho's down there as well. Milburn mopping up. Enright, big night, 25 possessions. Oh, Blake got out of it. Enright again to centre-half forward. It's pretty open for Geelong. They need some sure handling here from Playfair. Bodies on the line, staff.
Clever McGregor, soccer kick.
Edwards, I think that's been deemed a throw.
Scooped it up.
Replay would be interesting, but we don't have time at the moment. 13 points the difference. Goes for the hot spot. Biglands plants his body there. Mooney likewise. McGregor. And now McLeod. Time as always. It suddenly was running out. McGregor along the boundary line. And Shirley accepts it gleefully now. He's got Goodwin going on the wing. Takes a while to spot him. Goes longer in the Burton direction. That's terrific judgment by Spencer.
Did very well.
Shows his ability above his head.
Matthew Spencer, WA boy, taken pick 42 back in 2003, yet to play a game for the Cats in the real stuff.
Reckon he might get one. No,
he wasn't far away last year, was he?
Cats have got James Kelly virtually as the full forward. John Cock playing on him.
Chapman goes to Big Torpy. Tough one for the forwards to mark. And John Cock mops up for Adelaide to half back. And he finds Hart, who in round one will play game 299 for the Adelaide Crows.
Crows have got players in the middle corridor, not many down the wing.
Biglands gives it a thump. Perry at the back. There's just space, isn't there? Inside the 50. Henschel gives it to Jericho. He can't miss this one. Famous last words. Exasperation on the faces of the Crow fans. Here's the alleged throw from Tyson Edwards. He certainly got a fist to it, but umpire calling it a scoop.
I'd like to see that again. I have a feeling umpire might have got that wrong.
Enright to do the kicking in. And he finds Scarlett. So early days in this final quarter. It's a 14-point margin to Adelaide. We saw Geelong in a similar situation last week against Fremantle and they got up. Bartel sweeps it out to Tenace. High ball again inside 50. Mooney.
Terrific mark. A little bit of body work just before the ball hit his hands. Take his opponent under the ball. And good to see a long kick into the forward 50 rewarded with a strong overhead mark.
Must kick goal for Cam Mooney.
And who's that man in the fluoro yellow? It's Barry Stoneham.
Tribunal last year. Geelong one of this year. He looks fit, doesn't he?
He does. He looks terrific. He said he had to get fit if he was going to do that running job.
So Mooney from 45. It's a good-looking kick. And he likes it. Geelong get a goal.
Let's have a look at this Tyson Edwards. Was it a throw? Was it a handball? It's definitely a handball.
Yep.
And the umpire guessed. The umpire was behind it and he guessed, and he made a mistake. That's okay.
That's very generous of you, Rob.
Oh, well, I'm not coaching, so who cares?
Well, it's game on. NAB Cup up for grabs. 8 points the margin. Will the momentum swing back to Geelong, or will the Crows answer straight away?
Well, the Cats have got Mooney up forward, they've got Kelly up forward, and they've moved Milburn, who's been to and fro from the forward line to the back line. Milburn now playing across half forward. I think that's good.
McLeod and Bode collaborate with Edwards. Oh, Burton. The Birdman was rallying then, wasn't he? Over the top, Goodwin. Bode has been fantastic. Again it goes towards full forward. Again Jericho gives away the free kick. Oh, talk about the world caving in around you. Perry to really make them pay. Does it in the best possible manner.
And this is why they call him the Birdman. What a super leap. Didn't control it, of course, so it's play on. And Perry, fantastic interception of the short pass, then the recovery to come back on his wrong side and angle the ball through.
Two goals to Ian Perry. The Adelaide Crows lead Geelong by 14 points.
That'd sting the Cats because it was a good mark and they've just turned the ball over so easily in a dangerous spot. Perry terrific with the interception.
Oh, beautifully shaped by McLeod. Shirley has a fresh area. Corey to Egan. It's in two minds of what to do with the footy, but in the end uses it well to Kelly. Now to Tenace. Inside 50 go the Cats. Playfair wheels around on the right. It's a good kick to Mooney. Should mark. Beautifully done by Big Henry Playfair, and Cam Mooney shouldn't have much trouble slotting this through. Anthony, don't agree with my confidence?
No, well, it's tough at any stage.
Milburn coming off. Mooney is one of the most improved players in the AFL over the last 2 years. He was in danger of throwing his career away with his undisciplined football. Credit to him that he's got himself back on track.
Two goals in the last quarter to Cam Mooney, and the Cats are hanging in there. It's only 8 points and a long way to go in this last quarter.
Good thing about the Mooney goals, both of them taken in a contest situation
Against Rutten. Yep.
Against the All-Australian fullback, so you can't do any better than that. And that'll give the Cats confidence to know that he's beaten Rutten on those 2 occasions, so they'll kick it long to him, no doubt. Now Mooney's playing deep at full forward. Playfair's back with him. Playfair had very limited game time over the last month.
Wonderfully entertaining contest between these two sides. Adelaide come again. Riley from Goodwin found some space and goes beautifully onto the chest of Bow, who's been a real surprise packet in this NAB Cup. From one end to the other, he's kicked 2 goals tonight. The ball has just been flying quickly in this last term.
Yeah, McLeod's been dangerous at those centre bounces. Hutto, he's got a couple of quick handballs out. And this little fella with the footy is making the most of his opportunities. Hope he doesn't go a torpedo this time.
He's generally a pretty good converter. And this is no exception. And the Crows extend their lead again.
Last centre bounce, and we can see Andrew McLeod, quick handballs to advantage to Goodwin, and that one gets out to Riley, and away they answer very quickly.
"12 disposals, 3 goals. It's been a good night for Matthew Bode. Again, Adelaide lead by 14. McLeod missed that one. Van Berlo pumps it back to the 50. The big fish was by Scarlett. Now Spencer have to be good here. And that's a stalemate. And 45 metres out from the Adelaide Crows goal. Still a long way to go in this final term.
Couple of interchanges, and Playfair off, Mackie on.
And Bode off for Adelaide, and coming on is Thompson. Out of defence, run the Cats. Kelly. Fist was from Bassett. Burns. Bassett again smashes it towards his goal. And as far as Corey, he has time to steady. He goes long, looks for Mooney. Again against Rutten. Rutten got a fist that time. Chapman. Oh, strong, skillful,
and smart. Smart because he was on his left foot. He could have blazed away, saw his little mate in the forward pocket and said, "I'll give it to you, Gary." And Adelaide just needs to settle down and kick a goal.
He's kicked 2. He's also had a dozen possessions tonight. Great shot. Only a point. It's the Crows by 13.
So we're inside the last 10 minutes. It's getting to the business end now. If Geelong had to be a chance, they need one soonish. The Crows just keeping them at arm's length. 13 points the margin. Edwards Burton working hard for him on the wing. That's his target.
He's led 50 metres to take that, Hutto, from centre half forward to the wing. They open up space out wide. That is a shocking kick.
He does go to the extremes at times, doesn't he?
Yeah,
which makes him great to watch.
He's entertaining, isn't he? Yep.
Clark tapped it down with meaning, but Prismal was there to read it beautifully. Unfortunately for him, the Crows were there to snatch him up straight away.
Dominating the hitouts this quarter, 8-1 the Crows, and that's why Geelong just have to be smart at ground level. There's another one.
Plenty of enjoyment for the crowd tonight, but it's just starting to get a little tense. It is for Rook, who suddenly got big problems, but he kept a cool head. Slade. Ambitious with the kick. In fact, maybe hoping for the boundary line. Burns had no one in support. And so a pretty good result for Geelong out of all of it. 13 points the margin. We've seen 3 super goals tonight. 2 from Geelong, 1 from Adelaide. Crows have kicked 10 goals to 8, and they lead by 13. And here they go again. Thompson and Edwards. Geelong with the extra number, but Henshaw playing in front takes the grab, and the Crows about to surge.
Looks for Jericho. He has it fisted away. Big tackle on Van Berlo, but he did well, Van Berlo. Got the handball into open spaces. Getting back first is Slade for the Cats. McLeod intercepts, knocks it down. Mackie, good hands to Bartel.
Super hands, Bartel.
Blake, Enright. Bangs it long. Mooney's there again against Rutten. Staying down is Charlie. Great little dish to Burns. Open goal. Mooney's been good up there, hasn't he? They've gone long, direct, and if he hasn't marked it, he's brought it down.
It's another example of, as the game wears on, kick it long into that forward line. An honest contest from forwards, because the Crows defenders 2 up there against Mooney, and that's the respect that they have given to him. And of course, this little fella at ground level is lightning.
Terrific crowd tonight, and they are in full voice now. 30,000 for the NAB Cup Grand Final, and about 29,500 of them.
They've been fantastic, Geelong. They just will not lie down, and the Crows cannot shake them. Next goal, so important now.
Clark looking for his stars. Edwards is one of those. Here goes Burton again out on a long lead. He was off and running as soon as he took it. Hemmed him, but you can't stop him. The Birdman over to Perry. Going backwards into the middle. Won't be a mark. Play on. Back to Edwards. Beautifully read by Hunt. Had some speed up on Jericho. Tenace out wide. Hunt's left foot usually deadly. Look at all the space. Brisbane, no one there to tell him that he had plenty to work in. All of a sudden he has to hurry the kick. They go along. Mooney, he's coming. He got to possession pretty well. Ablett there to swoop. Out it goes. This is a super goal chance. Corey, long, and very, very strong. Cats in front again. Oh, what a game. It's only the pre-season.
It was the long kick. It was the crumb by Ablett. And again, Mooney realises he can't mark. He brings it to ground. Ablett in front, unselfishly gives off the handball. And Corey finishes off with a long bomb.
The Girraween Kundula Junior Football. I'll do that again. Girraween Kundula Junior Football Club is $1,000 richer. They've done it right in the pre-season. Let's go down to Christy Malthouse.
Another injury worry for Geelong. James Kelly has just gone down to the rooms with a shoulder injury.
Geelong go inside 50 again. Half under the pump. Got it to McGregor. Ablett snapping at the heels. Ablett's got it. Tackle when he didn't have it. Umpire said throw it in. Cats in front by 2.
Made a statement Geelong the last 2 weeks. They are a tough, tight unit.
Clark the tap, McLeod. To the wing, working his way to the front of Spencer, got a subtle little nudge. Well won by Slade. Milburn doesn't panic, spots a teammate Mackie. 55 out, centering kick, Mooney's got to beat 2. He can't. He's being double teamed at the moment. Such is the influence Mooney's had on this last term. And the kick finds for Adelaide, Brent Riley.
Bassett's got a mile.
He has. Bassett, normally in defence, invading the forward line. Henschel couldn't handle it. It is a hot footy. 30,000 screaming fans. Shirley measures it. He goes for 9 as well. Oh, it's nothing. It's play on. Off the post. All the NAB Cup rules coming into play at once. All we need now is a 3-pointer. Scarlett takes it. The margin is 2. There's 5 minutes to go. Cats fans, beware.
Maybe the gods are smiling, Robert.
Yes, maybe they are. Look, I'm just thinking the AFL would be delighted with this.
That's what I was going to warn people about, the 5-minute warning. Everyone will be tense at home. Corey, and it's over the line. 2 points the difference.
They'd be delighted because we've got a really good contest, a close game. 31,000 people here tonight, and the ball hits the goalpost, bounces back into play. The ball's still alive. These new rules for the pre-season are terrific entertainment.
Clark's in there for Adelaide. Chapman for Geelong. It is desperate stuff. These players must be tired. Remember, it is only the pre-season, and this game is being played at a breakneck speed.
This is interesting. The Crows are behind, and they've got an extra man in defence. It's Bassett where it's coming down on.
It's into the middle. Snaffled by Tenace. Kicks it inside 50. Mooney against Rutten. Bassett's the third man, as Robert Wall said. Gathers. Gives it to Rutten. Back to Bassett. Now finds Matner. Matner pops one over the top. Johncock looking to give it back. Decides to kick in the end. Good lead. Nice pass. Henschel's got it. Trent Henschel. Kicks it inside 50. Looks for Perry. Egan does the spoiling. Rook. Enright. Clever kick to Chapman. Will he get a kind bounce? Yes, he does.
And he's got Ablett running across half-back. He'll be in no hurry, although it's too early to go defensive. Don't look at me like that, Stephen. Tenace takes the mark.
They can't even hit the boundary line, Hunter.
No, they can't. Don't hit the boundary. Tenace. He's got Blake up across half forward, who's now manning up on Clark. That's the target. Mooney will come, as he has in this quarter, consistently. Burns has been camped under his feet and reaping the rewards. Mackie there as well, and it's back over the boundary line. And you can see Adelaide were dominant for much of this game, but Geelong have been very, very plucky. Clark with the tap, Mackie. Edwards, as always, fully committed. Still, it's 2 points the difference. 21.5 minutes gone in this NAB Cup Grand Final for 2006.
Do you realise, Hunter, it's been 43 years since
Play is continuing, Stephen. Over to you.
And we'll have a throw in here. Cats by 2. Clark against Blake. Give that one to Clark. So many players around the football.
Young Blake, the ruckman, was very good at that last boundary throw when he got in front and he made Clark work over the top of him. Ineffective hit out by Clark. Let's see how he goes here. Again, just trying to block Clark's run.
Smashed forward by Hart, only as far as Tenace. He's got a great turn of speed. Little kick is clever. Prismal. Back to Tenace. Left foot kick. Rutten's there. Oh, back of the pack. Mooney! Mooney! It's a goal. No, he's missed it. No, it is a goal. He has got it. He hung his head. I thought he'd missed it. But the Cats have got the goal.
Mooney's third goal in the fourth quarter.
hung his head here. I thought, what was he thinking? And he's nailed it. And it's 8 points.
Well, he's just turned the game, hasn't he? He's won contested marks, he's caused spills, and we see him crumbing over the back. Now, he took a little bit of a punt to stay down, came his way, and you just about reckon that's the sealer now.
Oh, Robert. Well, it's either going to be a breakthrough for Geelong or it's going to be severe heartbreak once again, because they're in a winning position now. But don't forget, one kick and the Crows could be in front if it's a 9-pointer. So this is a long way from being finished. Blake, I think, interfering there.
Yeah, blocked his run.
Took the space of Clark. So the Crows are going to half forward. And here's a man who can make a difference. Burton, he's got Perry in the square. Will they try and contrive a 9? No. Riley tries to spear it inside 50. He can't. Bartel. Enright out to the wing to Burns, who takes it.
Crowd stunned here. Look at the look on the face. They disbelief, cannot believe it.
Not the only ones. Short pass to Nace.
This was the unlosable game.
Why?
Well, look at the bookmakers thought it was $3.30 to $1.28.
You might be speaking through your pocket there, Robert. As Tenace goes to half forward. Clark couldn't hang on. Mackie, all his young cats have lifted. Burns again off the wrong foot. Only Adelaide Crows back there. And Shirley, still time for the Crows. But they have to be clean with their possession. They have to run and team. Bassett, Henschel working hard on the wing. Clean bowl. Slade's handball was dangerous. It's in the arms of the master. Off to Bode. Henschel, they're inside 50 now.
Free kick,
no, play on. Burton, will they try and take it outside 50? No. Burton goes for the impossible goal. And he almost did it.
Gee, the umpire put the whistle to the mouth for the free kick too. So the Cats still in front by 8. Can't be much time left, surely. Mackie's got it. Cam Mooney, what a star he has been in the last quarter. To half forward. Ablett spun out of trouble. Ducked the head, caught high. Umpire's given the free kick Geelong's way. Hutto, I'm not going to rob you, mate. Take it away.
8 points the difference. As I said, it only takes one kick. And it's much harder in these rules to hold on to it. Siren! After 43 years, Geelong have won a premiership. I see it, but I don't believe it.
And I tell you who you can't see is Cam Mooney, who's underneath that pack of players.
Well, what a gutsy performance. It's not the real thing, but it is a premiership. And it was a real plucky, come-from-behind performance, Rob.
Yeah, they were terrific, Hutto. They were the same last week. They've done it again against the odds, against the crowd over here. Well done to the Geelong Football Club. Well done to Cam Mooney. 3 goals in that last quarter when he was moved to full forward against the All-Australian fullback Ben Rutten.
No doubt that was the match-winning move. And they've finally done it, the Cats. As I said, it's not the real thing, but at the moment, it tastes just as sweet.
It's a step in the right direction, no doubt about that. They've played in front of a good crowd here. A crowd that was obviously barracking for the opposition. And they have worked their way from 2 or 3 goals down for most of the game to get up and win.
Let's go to Christy Malthouse with the man of the moment.
Cameron Rooney, congratulations. You've just won the pre-season premiership.
Yeah, thanks, Christy. It's a great relief. I think it's a big monkey off the club's back. So congratulations to the boys, because that was it's a huge comeback, and we don't travel too well and play these guys who are a very good side, and to win, it's great.
How much does it mean to you? I mean, there's been a lot of talk how much it would mean to the club to win a premiership. How much does it mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. I mean, hopefully this is the start for something a lot bigger for the year. So it's a big thing, I think.
There was a lot of talk about losing final last year. I mean, does this make up for it in any way, or was that it was a big spur, wasn't it?
No, it definitely doesn't make up for it. Nothing will make up for last year, but you know, like I said, it's just a stepping stone for us to hopefully go on to bigger things this year.
It was a huge quarter from you in that last term.
I think that last one just fell into my hands. So when things like that happen, you know, you can't take too much away from it. It was just a bit of luck.
Congratulations, go and celebrate.
There's Mark Thompson.
I think, Rob, that win, the loss in Sydney and the heartbreak, it'll be a good step for them if they face a close final at the end of this year.
Look, the heartbreak after that Sydney loss up there at the SCG last year, that was the first time, Hutto, that I've seen genuine, you know, anger, annoyance by the Geelong team in the last 10 years.
There we go.
What a contrast.
That was it in Sydney last year, Rob.
It hurt, and it was good to hear Cam Mooney say just seconds ago that nothing would take the place of it. So they've won a pre-season premiership, and they've done it really well. Good on them, congratulations. But it is a step towards...
Look at the stats, guys.
Yeah, it's a step towards the premiership this year. That'll give them a lot of confidence because, you know, everyone knows that they've played 9 grand finals, pre-season and AFL, and they've lost a lot of them since '63. So, yeah, the Geelong supporters will love that. They'll go back home, and I think the players will be level-headed enough to know, well, OK, it's great to have that in the trophy cabinet, but, hey, we're after the real thing, and they've got to be top 4 material, no doubt.
Dust off the trophy cabinet, find the key wherever it is and open it up.
Well, those long-suffering fans who some have made the trip over tonight will certainly be enjoying that, won't they?
The only down note, of course, was the injury to Cameron Ling, who went off with a knee problem.
And James Kelly, Christy mentioned late in the call too, so have to check on him as well.
Well, 31,000 people here tonight, and what, maybe 1,000 at most Geelong supporters?
If you're lucky, yeah.
And it's just great to see the players acknowledge them.
And they were up against such high-quality opposition at home. And at three-quarter time, led by a couple of goals and a bit.
At the same time, the Adelaide team, whilst they're disappointed they didn't win, it's also a step towards 2 weeks from now when they take on Collingwood.
Look, there's no doubt these two teams, well, they both you'd expect to finish top 4.
I would think so.
And then it's anyone's game. What a last quarter from Cam Mooney. 3 goals. The last one fell into his arms.
There's James Kelly. He's holding his left arm too, a little awkwardly. So they could have a couple of injury woes for the real season. And there are a couple of very important midfielders.
They only ever won one pre-season grand final before tonight. The Cats back in 1961.
That was a good game too.
And the monkey partially is off the back.
Some of the young kids too who came through in the last quarter, Rob. Even Mackie was getting plenty of the ball. Burns had a really good game.
Yeah, Tenace was good for them.
Tenace.
Let's go down to Craig Willis for the presentation of the NAB Cup trophy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to make our presentations here at Amy Stadium. Firstly, let's show our appreciation for the efforts of the Adelaide Crows out here tonight in the grand final of the NAB Cup. And fellas, we wish you the very best of luck as we head to season 2006. Our first presentation involves one of the greats of the game. Here's the AFL Games record holder, a former champion with the Hawthorn Football Club, and the medal named in his honour is awarded to the player adjudged best of field in the NAB Cup Grand Final of 2006, Michael Tuck, to announce the winner of the Michael Tuck medal.
Thanks, Greg. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to do things a little bit better than I did last year, so the winner of the Michael Tuck medal goes to Simon Goodwin.
Thank you, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with much pleasure now that we welcome youngsters from the NAB AFL Auskick program to present medallions to the players and to the coach of the winning team, the Geelong Football Club. First medallion to number 3, Jimmy Bartell. To number 4, Andrew Mackie. To number 8, Josh Hunt. To number 9, James Kelly. To number 10, Kane Tenace. To number 11, Joel Corey. To number 13, Tom Lonergan. To number 16, Charlie Gardner. '17, Shannon Burns. Number 19, Matthew Egan. To number 21, Cameron Mooney. Number 22, Henry Playfair. Number 24, Mark Blake. Number 25, Matthew Spencer. Number 28, David Johnson. Number 29, Gary Ablett. Number 32, Brent Primsall. Number 33, Jared Rook. Number 35, Paul Chapman. Number 37, Will Slade. Number 39, Darren Milburn. Well done there. Number 44, Corey Enright. Number 45, Cameron Ling. And now to the coach, Mark Thompson. to the captain tonight, number 30, Matthew Scarlett. Well, ladies and gentlemen, NAB has been an outstanding sponsor and great supporter of this pre-season competition, which has seen, of course, matches played throughout the length and breadth of Australia. Let's now welcome to our dais the Chief Executive Officer of NAB, Ahmed, for her to say a few words and then make the presentation of the NAB Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a great event tonight was. It's about giving young kids their first taste of elite sport of AFL football. It's about innovation. It's about having a go and never stopping. These are the things that the NAB love, and we love supporting people who strive for their dreams. That's why the National Australia Bank is very proud to be part of AFL football. Tonight's match was a thriller, and it gives me great pleasure on behalf of everybody at the National Australia Bank to congratulate and present the 2006 NAB Cup to Geelong Football Club.
Those boys come up to share in this wonderful moment for this great club. Let's hear from Captain Matthew Scarlett.
Firstly, thanks to the Adelaide Crows for a great game. You're a quality club, and it's always great to play against you fellas. I'd like to thank the NAB for a great sponsorship throughout this tournament. You've been fantastic. To our sponsors, Slazenger and Ford, you've been very loyal to us over many years, and it's great you can get some reward. Our supporters for travelling over here, and our players, yeah, had a great game, and I think we thoroughly deserve this win. Well, thank NAB. Already thanked NAB. Thanks, NAB, again. You're great.
Thank you, Matty. Well done to the boys from Geelong. Congratulations. Plenty of silverware. Go and enjoy the win.
So there you go. We've seen scenes in the last few years of teams winning the pre-season comp, Robert, and having stony faces, but they're here to enjoy this, and why not?
They're a pretty tight group, and that's evident in the way that they play, but also the way that they shared that victory. Every time a player got a medal, did you notice that as he left the dais, he tapped his teammate on the hand as he went past him? And it's good to see them enjoy the moment, because it's been a long time for this football club to win anything, and 43 years, in fact. And they've got a trophy that they'll be very proud of, and they should be. Don't underestimate the confidence that they will gain from this, particularly that man who's holding it up. I thought his leadership tonight was fantastic, and that is the one thing about Geelong which has been questioned, the leadership of their senior players over the last few years.
So there's scenes we haven't seen for 43 years. Geelong celebrating a premiership. As I said, it's not the real thing, but it'll be just as sweet tonight, Robert, for a few days, I'd imagine.
Oh, it will be, and if they can go back to Geelong feeling really proud of themselves and get themselves set for the round one game against Brisbane at Skilled Stadium.
We'll take another break from Amy's Stadium. The Cats, the 2006 NAB Cup champions. When we come back, we'll hear more from their coach. Adelaide have gone down at home to Geelong in the 2006 NAB Cup Grand Final after they looked likely winners at three-quarter time. The Cats rolled over the top of them to win by 8 points. One super goal, 10-15-84 the Crows. The Cats 3-10-5. They won by 8. But one suspects at the other end of the year, Robert, that they'll be well and truly in at the Adelaide Crows.
I would think so. Yeah, I think both of these teams are well and truly on their way to playing in September. Look, there's a long way to go before then, and injuries can play an important part in it. But the value of the super goals, they kicked 3 super goals, the Cats. They won by 8 points. It got them home.
Let's hear from their coach, Mark Thompson, with Christy Malthouse.
Mark, well done. Finally, some silverware for the club. You must be so proud.
Yeah, we are. Look, we really didn't have anything to do with all those other losses, but to actually come in tonight and win a grand final. It's fantastic. It was a hard job, but, you know, playing in the state and everything else with a young side and a lot of forward, you know, a lot of players out. It's a big achievement tonight.
I mean, there's a lot of talk leading up to it. It would get the monkey off your back if you win. What does it actually mean in terms of the club to win?
Well, it's funny how you say that, but there is a big monkey, and you know, it's okay. We're at Geelong. Every time we get in a final series, it just keeps getting brought up. Well, it should stop that now. It really should. This group's had a chance to play one grand final. They've won it. Let's move on and try and win as many as we can now.
Today we saw you looked quite calm and relaxed. I mean, were you feeling confident, or were you trying to convince yourselves that you were confident?
No, look, we've been okay all week. We've been feeling like we were a chance. I knew that we would play well. This group of boys, they, you know, in big games we have a habit of playing well. We haven't always won, and eventually, you know, if you just keep backing it up and keep persevering, you know, you win when you're a good side, and it doesn't matter where you play. And tonight's an example of that.
Well done, congratulations, and you can celebrate a lot tonight.